Yo, what is good, SJR crew? Sack Juggalo back with 10K, the man of the hour,
Hi guys.
coming all the way across the pond. I appreciate you stopping by and hanging out with us for a little bit, 10. And go ahead and tell everybody what you do.
Um, I make music. Yeah, I don't do it too seriously. It just kind of looks that way because I spend a lot of time doing it. But yeah, it's pretty good. Um, every track I seem to get better as well, and my fan base grows. I'm doing the right things, I guess.
Facts. You are doing exactly what you need to do. You're getting some nice features with some bigger artists to propel yourself. That's exactly the way, I think most artists should be able to, propel themselves. Find somebody like Mike
Yeah,
Righteous or Ironic to not only be cool as fuck with, because I'm sure those dudes are just absolutely cool guys. Um,
yeah.
but for someone of their stature to say, all right, we got a smaller artist, he wants to fuck with us, because I think Ironic is one of your favorites, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he was the guy I looked up to through the teenage years. So yeah.
Yeah. So to have him on a track with you, I'm sure that was like a bucket list type thing.
Yeah, well, it felt too big to be on even on a bucket list. The idea was, my dream was to open up for him or something like this, just so I had a chance to meet him on a personal level. I never realized all this would happen.
That's so amazing, man. I'm really glad that you set your goals and you're able to reach them.
Yeah,
It's a huge
yeah,
thing.
definitely.
I know we always don't go and meet our goals all the time, but if you can get a few of them here and there, man, that's fucking shout out to you for that, dog.
For example, in 2009, I was in a talent show, and I was doing my own version of one of Ironic's songs. And when the collab came out, it was ready to drop on one weekend. But we postponed it by 2 weeks because it was exactly 10 years from the day I did that remix in a talent show. And I was like, just because it's so surreal that exactly 10 years ago, I was rapping in some small town talent show that nothing's going to come out of, to try and win. I think the prize was 100 quid. Like it was nothing. And yeah, and then 10 years later, I'm in the studio with him, I'm recording with him, I'm releasing songs. So that was kind of the idea behind the release date of that one.
That's fucking mind blowing, man. It really is. I mean, I've never had anything to look forward to like that, and
Yeah,
or to pursue. And it just shout out to you for your work ethic, man. Keep grinding and
thank
doing your
you.
thing, man. It all pays off, that's for damn sure. And anybody out there that may be a smaller YouTube channel, or artist, just keep grinding, do your thing, and always, always go for them goals, man. Whether
Mm,
you may reach them or not, just keep grinding.
yeah. So I'm gonna have a song coming soon as well because everyone I speak to, every interview I watch, the answers are always the same. Why do you rap? And everyone's always like, oh, money, girls, and passion. I do it for something that's not one of those three things. I don't do it for those three things. I do it because it gives me the opportunity for me to grow as a person and within the music. But at the same time, it also gives me the opportunity to meet the idols that I used to love back when I was growing up, that I used to look up to back then. Now, if you spoke to me when I was a rapper under a different name like 10 years ago, like all I wanted was the money, the girls, the fame, everything like that. Whereas now I'm a proper adult now. I'm not doing it for that. No newcomer, no next big thing has ever turned up at 30 years old and everyone's gone, yeah, this is the guy. So I'm just doing it for fun. I'm doing it so my numbers are good enough that these big people from back then and even some bigger people from now, um, like acknowledge me as an actual artist and they're willing to work with me because of it.
That's awesome.
And that's what I do it for.
That's a great answer, man. And it's weird because the more you age, the more your principles change, and maybe you look at life a little bit different. So that
Mhm.
makes a lot of sense, man.
Yeah. So I had an interview with a local newspaper a couple of weeks ago, and I explained to him, and he didn't put it in, But I was explaining to him, like, when I was hungry, like, that's all I wanted. I did it for about 6 years, from 2008 to 2014. Like, I just went crazy on it. It's all I wanted. I was knocking on labeled doors, everything. I really was going for it. And no one would give me the light of day. Right now, I'm not needy, I'm not desperate, and I'm not hungry. And I'm getting big features. My numbers are going up quicker than they were before. I'm getting newspaper articles, loads of interviews, like opportunities to fly to different countries to work with different people. And it's, I think that even to anybody that's younger, I think it helps that you don't come across as desperate.
Yeah.
Because when you come across as desperate, you would do anything to get what you want. And even though that's kind of a good thing, a third party will see that as a bad thing, because if they put 30 grand into you and say, right, this year we're going to put 30 grand into promotion, at the end of that year, someone else comes along and goes, I'll give you $500,000. You're not going to go, actually, I'm only getting this contract because of these guys. You're just going to jump and take that money.
Yeah. And half the time you don't even really know what you're going to be jumping into, because a lot of younger artists, you know, that are like you said, desperate, or, you know, super wanting to get everything out there, they will sometimes even get away from their art to make the label happy. And I'm glad that people like yourself stick to your guns, stick to your art, and if somebody comes along and wants to fuck with you, you're like, you know, I'll fuck with you, but I'm still going to do what I'm going to do. You know, I'm not going to feature with people that you tell me to feature with unless I want to do it, you know, type shit.
Yeah, and when it comes to features as well, though, I don't do my own style. I think back, so like the song with Ironic, at the time I'd never done like a summer track like this before, not so even to that style or anything. But I was like, right, 16, 17-year-old me, listening to Ironic in the bedroom. If I had the chance then, what sort of song would I have made? And the song that we put out, if it got released in 2008, that would have been number one, I guarantee it.
Yeah.
But for the time that's now, it's not going to do too well. But yeah, that's the idea behind it. And like the Mike Righteous one, was like, it's got to be heavy hitting. It's got to be so many bars. It's got to just flow. And I was like, the only way to do this with him is a back-to-back thing, because that's insane. And yeah, we just went for it like that. So I just adapt to the artist that I'm going to be working with.
I tell you, both of those features were done beautifully, by the way.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed that Ironic one too. Like you said, it was that classic summer feel. It made you want to get on the beach with a Corona and just have a good fucking time, dude. Like, everything about it too. Like, the dude who was in the booth mixing, he's like off in another motherfucking time zone in his own head. That whole thing was dope, man.
Thank you. So the idea behind that was we were supposed to actually be going to Spain on the beaches and recording a music video. But at the time, obviously, the only time I'd spoken to Ironic was on WhatsApp. And it was about getting the verses back and forth and stuff like this. Like we wasn't in the sort of situation that we're in now. So I didn't feel comfortable enough asking him if he would fly economy, because I can't really afford to fly in first class, sort of thing.
Right.
So I thought, no, let's do like a studio one, and then we will buy some stock footage from the festivals and things like this, which I regret, because we probably could have hired a private jet for the cost of the music video in the end. Like, it was insane amount of money that went into it. Stock footage was in the thousands.
Wow.
The studio rental was almost 1,000. The camera crew was 1,000. Like,
wow.
We may as well have just done it in the end. But whereas now, like he said to me, why didn't we do it on a beach when we was out chilling a couple of weeks ago? And I was like, oh, because of this. And he was like, all right, well, next time, just wait until I'm performing abroad. He said, and I'll just turn up to the set for nothing. I was like, all right, let's do another song then.
That's awesome, because now you got a dude who really fucks with you and is wanting to work with you. That's awesome.
Yeah, so yeah, we're it's strange thinking. I put something on Facebook about a month ago, because I had gone to London for something separate, and he texted me about something music related, and I just said, "Oh, I'll let you know. I'm just driving back from London." He goes, "Oh, if you pass in, pop in for a drink." So obviously I went in, and I just put on Facebook like, it's mad that 10 years ago I was in my bedroom listening to a CD of this guy, and now I'm just popping round for a drink on the way home, sort of thing. Like
That's
it's mind blowing.
it's super surreal. Like, is this really happening? Type shit. Like, that's cool,
Yeah,
man. Because like you said, you were just 10 years ago listening to them, on your headphones, jamming out, and now it's all coming together. It's so fucking good to hear, man.
it really is.
How did that Mike Righteous come together? Did you end up
Um,
contacting him or?
but I used to love him back in my teenage years, and I kind of stopped following him though because his style didn't really go with like the family life that I was living and the things like this. So I kind of just ended up not listening to stuff that was that heavy in the bars and things like this, and I was just listening to basically whatever was on the radio for like 5 or 6 years.
Okay.
So I kind of lost track of him. And then my brother put on his status like one of his Q&A things, because my brother does some stuff as well, and someone asked him who his favorite rapper was, and he said Mike Righteous, and I was like, oh my god, what's he doing these days? So I then went onto his profile, saw him, he was mega active, and I was like, okay. So I just sent him an email. I was like, I was a massive fan back in the day. I'm trying to work with all the artists that I was liking as a teenager. Here's some of my stuff. Let me know if you want to work. And then he emailed me back maybe 3 hours later. It was really fast.
Wow.
He was just like, your music's really cool. I think we can do something with a bit of a twist. Let's do it. Yeah, and so obviously it just started like that.
So on both of those features with Ironic and Mike Righteous, you were both able to record in the same studio, right? At the same time?
No, with Ironic, I didn't. That was just a set that we used. So that was actually the studio that Stormzy uses, Adele, Ed Sheeran.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if you've heard of Oasis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So the guitar in the background with the Union Jack on, that's the lead's actual guitar.
Wow, that's cool, man.
It's his actual guitar. So we just paid for that, for the hire for that. But basically with Ironic, I was just about to board a plane back to Vienna because I was living in Austria at the time.
Okay.
And I was flying back to England to visit family. And he responded to me as I was boarding the plane. And I was like, I don't even have a ticket back to England yet. I don't know when I'm going to get to the studio. I need to work fast. And sorry. And so what I did in the end is I ended up going to Conchita Wurst's recording studio, which is a woman famous from Eurovision. So I don't know. You guys probably didn't get that.
I don't, yeah. I don't
No.
know.
So it's just some person that's famous from that. And yeah, and I went there and it was like maybe 12 times more expensive than my normal studio.
Wow.
And I was like, but times the essence. So the whole flight, wrote the whole, so whilst I was waiting for the boarding complete on the plane, I was just down YouTube to MP3 and like so many different beats, downloading from my favorite like pages that I go to as well. Just taking loads. And then on the plane, I was listening away, wrote the song, landed, sent him the beat, said, what do you think to this? Got home, went to sleep, woke up, went to the studio, recorded it, sent it back to him. He sent his, and I was like, it was all over in like 36 hours or something.
Wow.
Like, I was like, what?
That's super fast, dude.
But yeah, and it's had so much radio play, that song as well, which is insane.
Oh, you got it on the radio and everything.
Yes, it's been on BBC, so BBC One is like the biggest one. But then you've got One Extra, which is like
Charlie
more
Sloth.
freestyles, things like this, like cool stuff. And then you've got one for each, like for America, it'd be this case of like each state would have their own BBC version as well. And then you have the two overall ones, which is BBC One and One Extra.
Oh, okay.
That covers everywhere. But then you'll have one for each one. And I've had it played on 3 of those. And then today, and I've had it on the local radio stations as well around in my county sort of thing, on all of them. Yeah, and then today on Radio 1 Extra, which is like the biggest one for like more undergroundy, less poppy sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And he actually mentioned the track. He didn't play it,
Okay.
but he was saying like, for you guys out there, I recommend listening to this guy sort of thing because it'll be good with a barbecue. And I'm like, wow, thanks. Like,
That's a fucking shout out right there, dude.
yeah, so that's pretty crazy how crazy that song went. And I know people say like, don't sell out and go commercial, but it's the commercial artists that I was listening to back then. So I need to make commercial music to collab with them.
Well, not only that,
And
you're not making nonsense music. You're making content driven music. So that music was for a specific place and time.
yeah,
You know?
yeah. So all the songs that I've got, because I ended up with 4 songs with Ironic now, and all of those, they are definitely noughties tracks. Like, especially in England, I'm not sure about across there, but it's all the type of songs you would have heard back in 2008, 2009 sort of time.
Okay. I didn't know you had more songs with them.
Yeah, I got 4. So with Ironic, because I'll do all my recording in his studio, he does all my mixing and mastering and things like this. And so I will be working on a song. He's working together as well, and he's like saying, "Oh, actually, just try this." He gives me so much criticism, which is why I'm growing so much. And yeah, and then a couple of times now. So, for example, it's nothing. He wasn't supposed to be on that, and the second verse was a bit rubbish. And I've got 1 and 3. So I recorded 1, 2, and 3, and he's like, the third's lacking. He said, but I really dig this track. Do you mind if I do a verse? I was like, of course not. Get on it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, like I'm gonna say no.
yeah, exactly. And another one was Dance Alone, and that's because we was sat there drinking one night, and he was saying that because I was saying racism's not a thing, is it? And because I don't see it, it might just be the area I'm in, but like what you see on the TV and stuff, it's not a thing. Not where I am.
Right.
Not within miles and miles of where I am. It's not.
Yeah.
I understand it is happening over in America because I can see it. There's a lot of people in London saying they can see it, but I just said to him, and I said, look, it's not really a thing, is it? Do you actually see anything? Because I've never seen it. I've grew up with very mixed coloured friend groups.
Yeah.
I never see anything. I've never even heard of anything like that until the news started pushing it out everywhere.
I agree with the same fucking thing, man. I live in California.
Actually, yes. He said yes. He said he still gets it now. He said he was in an interview for some online magazine, and they started stereotyping him because of his colour, and he got really upset, and he left the interview and told them not to do the interview.
Wow.
And I was like, really? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, right, well, then there's millions of other people out there like me who genuinely do not see this.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do something about it. So we made this song called Dance Alone, and the message is basically, if you can't be nice to one another, go on your own way. We'll dance on our own over here, where we're all happy.
Yeah.
And and it's just a really nice song, and he talks a bit about the interviews in there as well. And what was the other one? Oh, and he did a song called ILY that his label rejected.
Oh.
And said, no, we can't put this on the album. So he said to me, do you want it? And I was like, all right.
That is a super cool dude, man.
Yeah, so I just wrote and recorded the second verse and put it on my channel.
Yo, Lexi knows. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. The first comment she said with the $10 no is amazing, by the way. Thank you so much. She said, this is legit. Love your music and love SJR. We love you too, Lexi. We always love you. Perfect combo. Thank you for
Lexi.
all your hard work. Stay strong. Stay healthy. That is love. And then she was wondering, who are your top 10 favorite artists? Which one of your songs would you recommend someone who hasn't heard of your songs yet?
Okay.
It's a good question. She always has fantastic questions.
So firstly, thank you, Lexi Knows. very much. That's really nice. And I think I see Lexi around a lot on the analyst lives on a Saturday night as well.
Absolutely.
So that's really cool. My top 10 favorite artists. Well, a top 10 is not complete without Eminem. Now he doesn't influence me at all. I still listen to everything he puts out because I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
And he's the first rapper I ever heard. And it's the first rap album I ever bought was the Marshall Mathers one. So,
Okay.
like, he's obviously a very big thing. Up until I think Curtain Call was probably the last album where I still to this day, from the first album to Curtain Call, I know every lyric to every song on all of those albums. And including, I'm not sure if I can still, but I used to be able to even quote. I used to be able to mute 8 Mile, the movie,
And just dub and talk
and I
it.
used to do it and not only get the words right, but also do the accents and the voices for each of the people as well. I was a really big Eminem nerd.
That's dope. I did the same thing for that movie Friday. Like that was my
Oh
favorite
yes,
shit,
Smokey.
bro.
Smokey's a legend.
Legend, bro. Hey, Jekyll, you don't have to donate for to ask a question, my dude. I appreciate that, but you don't have to donate, man. Lexi, just a
So
beautiful person, man, and she always wants to give, dude, and we love her.
So Eminem, followed by Tech Nine, because when I started searching up on YouTube in 2001, and I was like, awesome rappers, US rappers, and Tech Nine just kept coming up everywhere, so I started listening, and it was just when he dropped "I'm a Player,"
Oh
and I
yeah,
still know that all off by heart as well. And I've
classic.
got every album from him since too, and I always get the pre-orders even though I don't get it for like a month after it's released because I'm in the UK.
Oh
But it
yeah,
always comes with a signature and a T-shirt and things like this. So I've got some nice frame stuff of him.
nice.
So that's good. So Eminem Tech Nine. Um, then obviously Ironic because so then there'll be Ironic, Wiley, Skepta, Chipmunk, and Tiny Temper. They're the guys that kind of started me making rap music. They're all UK artists because obviously I was listening to Eminem and Tech Nine mainly, maybe a little bit of Twister here and there as well. And then all of a sudden we had this like UK channel called Channel U on the TV,
Okay.
and it was basically just like what YouTube is now. Like
Oh,
people would go out and make a music video, and then they'd pay this TV channel to play it, and then people can pay like £2.50 a minute or something to call up and request a video to be played.
okay.
So I used to sit and watch that all the time. And these guys all came up, and instead of rapping about killing his wife and putting her in the back of his car and driving off a bridge or something, they was all writing about how they was in love with their girl, how they wanted to treat her like a lady, and they was talking about death and passed away, and it was all about their actual emotions and the way they felt, and it was talking about things that I could actually relate to.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is amazing. So I then started writing. Every time I got a relationship, I was writing love songs. Every time I broke up with her, I was writing heartbreak songs. When someone
Okay.
passed away near me, I was writing how I felt about this. And I just fell in love with that whole thing. And it's what kind of built at the time as well, because UK music wasn't known anywhere at that point. And it was kind of like the beginning of it all. And yeah, so these guys did all that. So yeah, obviously I've worked with Ironic now. Wiley, he's the guy who invented grime back in 2004. And he follows me on Twitter. He likes all my stuff, so that's pretty cool.
That's legendary, bro.
I tried getting hold of Tiny Temper, but it's not happening. Yeah, so what was that? 5, 6, 7. That was 8. Two more. I'm going to have to say something that people might not like, and that's going to be Dax. I really rate Dax's music. Even through all the drama when everyone was saying he was ripping people off and stuff, I rated everything he put out. I couldn't say a bad word about him. At the time, I had this group called The Fam, and it's what started like the Asylum group, things like that. It was all the
Okay.
rappers that came to me for like to talk about free features and things like this, or I can't afford a feature and blah blah blah. Who do you go to? How are you getting these features? Ask me for advice, and I just add them into this group, and we'd all talk and we'd bounce ideas off each other before putting music out. People would just get collabs off each other, and the only rules of the group were: if you collab with someone, it's free. If you do artwork for someone, it's free. We're not here to make money. We're here to help each other grow.
Yeah.
Anything that gets organized here, it's free. If you want to go do it in your DMs, charge whatever you want. We don't care. But if it's in this group, it's free.
Okay.
And it worked really well. It grew massively. We ended up exceeding the limit of people in it because people was bringing loads of people in.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it ended up being really big. And Dax actually joined the group for a bit. And everyone started dissing him after that. So We Scheme did a diss on him. Yeah. Reaper did one. And I think quite a few people, maybe Jekyll, maybe. But basically, it was all started by me and Jekyll, who's in the comments now. And yeah, and we grew it into this massive thing. And Dax came in, chat a bit of shit. What he said wasn't amazing, but still, I don't look at someone as a person when it's the music. I'm looking at what they're putting out.
Yeah.
And does that inspire me to do something better? And his music always did, because I'm always like, this guy's only been doing it a year. He's got 1 million subscribers. He's obviously good at what he does.
Yeah.
So that's, and the last one, who would the last one be? I don't know. 10. 10's hard. I've got to 9.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive, though.
One sec. KSI.
There you go.
I love KSI. I don't know what it is. I don't watch any YouTubers apart from KSI. I don't know what it is. You can sit there and just watch a video of a woman farting, and I just can't take my eyes off it. I don't know what it is. The guy's a genius at everything he does.
Yes,
He's
he has
so
built
inspiring.
a good empire. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. So yeah, KSI then. That's the 10. And what was the other question?
It was... Okay, which one of your songs would you recommend to someone who hasn't heard of your songs yet?
That would depend. So if it was let's say it was the first time I spoke to Reaper, and I know he puts out lyrical stuff, definitely bars on the ready.
Yeah.
But if for someone like Lexi, who is always in the analyst live watching the reactions and things like this, she will know her stuff.
Yeah.
So for someone like Lexi, I would say just go look at the top 3. I guess, because my tracks get better every release, and I'm continuously told this, and I can see it myself.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, it's just, if you want to hear my best stuff, it's in the last 2 or 3.
I would say, go fuck with that Paradise song. That
Paradise,
shit is such a great vibe. Like, it makes you want to go have fun. Like, that song makes you want to go out and explore life. Like, it's really,
so every time
really
I'm
good.
at a party or something like that, someone's like, oh, so-and-so said you make music. Can I listen to one? And I'll always say Paradise.
Yeah.
Just because it's an easy listening song. It doesn't matter if you're really into music or not just listening to music to get drunk to, or it doesn't matter. This song you can appreciate.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good, and it's a good video too.
Absolutely.
Have I heard of Professor Green? Yes, I have. Yes, he should have been in my top 10, to be fair. He was big back then as well. But he came a bit later, like 2010, 2011 sort of thing. And yeah, Professor Green's really good. Professor Green is like a rapper who just says whatever. He's basically like the UK Eminem as well. So he came up by doing rap battles. He got stabbed in the neck.
Oh shit!
And he now has a tattoo over the big scar that says "Lucky," because he got stabbed in the neck and he's still alive.
That's a good tattoo to get.
Yeah, he's really, really good.
Jekyll said he wanted to know what's the delay with US2. Want to get that project drop. We're almost a year since US1. Can't wait. I'm excited.
Yeah. So.
Oh.
At the minute.
Thank you. Have you ever heard
at the moment, okay. Yeah, at the moment, it's really difficult. I've just spent 4 weeks straight creating a grime cipher. And I've been going around all these YouTube channels. So in the UK, it's not as popular to create a YouTube channel and start pushing your music up through your own channel like I do and like everyone in America does. But what to do is go to GRM Daily or JDZ Media or Link Up TV and their YouTube channels, and then you pay them money and they put it up
Okay.
for you, because then they have millions of subscribers. It goes in front of them. You could blow it, you might not.
Yeah.
So what I did is I went through them and listened to all the ones, listened to loads and loads and loads of them, and just picked out my favorite ones that the views didn't go crazy like hundreds of thousands,
Yeah.
but sounded like real, like somehow they missed out massively because maybe the time they dropped it or something, I don't know.
Okay.
Because there was amazing songs. So I had just got them all together. I contacted them and I was like, do you want to work? And it was like, yes. And like the biggest difference is, doesn't matter how big or small the YouTuber is, if there's a rapper on that's dead primarily on YouTube, if you contact one of them and say, do you want to feature, you will get a price back.
Okay.
Doesn't matter who it is, how big or small, you will always get a price. Whereas these guys, because they're just hungry and they're trying to get as much exposure as they want, they're not doing it through their own YouTube channel. So it's not for clout at all. It's just so if 2 new people start following them, they're happy.
That's exactly why
they was
do
doing this, and they was just saying yes, and they was giving me their verses back within less than 24 hours. They was so happy. The content they was giving me was so much better than stuff I've paid for in the past from bigger people.
Yeah.
And it's actually going to be an incredible song. And I've just spent like 3 or 4 weeks just on that, which is why my uploads have been down, because I've been going backwards, because I live up north. And I've had to drive backwards and forwards to London to Ironic, so we've been sat there racking our brains because some people started just before. Now I see why Crypt takes so long to get his ciphers out.
Yeah.
Because it's insane, but we're almost there. We're at the last stage now, and the video is getting put together tonight, so it should be out on Wednesday, hopefully, if it all gets approved again. Because every time we bounce a version, obviously we've got to we've got to get everybody to approve it that's in it, and then we've got to wait to hear back and stuff.
You might have to make a change or two or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, we will be there. The SJR crew will be supporting that work for sure, my dude.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you for putting out great music, man.
Thank you for helping me spread.
Absolutely, man. I mean, the whole reason I built this channel is for artists like yourself and underground artists that may not get it. Well, you get some exposure, but we still fuck with you because you're underground. But, you know, like the Jekylls and the other artists, Mythic that was in here, you know.
I feel like that should be a new saying, the Jekylls.
The Jekylls. Yes.
The underground artists of YouTube are now called the Jekylls to me.
I like that. I like that a lot. But, you know, if I could get 1 or 2 more people to look at their channel and look at their music, you know, that I've done my job, you know, type shit.
Yeah, I appreciate it very much.
So what do you do for fun, man?
What do I do for fun?
Pre-quarantine shit, you know?
Pre-quarantine. I travel a lot. I learnt Russian.
Oh, nice.
Something to do. I thought about doing a Russian song, but I didn't.
I was just about to ask you. You go drop some Russian bars?
So when I first started dropping the music again back in 2018, if you look at the descriptions on them, which is strange, I used to get so much more views back then as well. But I think it was because it was going to Russia. Because I wrote all the descriptions in English, then wrote them again in Russian, then did the tags in English, and then the tags again in Russian.
Okay.
And as for me, just testing myself because I don't have many people I can talk to. And I was getting so many Russian followers.
Oh, dude.
There was all the time. It was just like, Petrov, subscribe to you. This guy, and it was just like, this is amazing.
That is super cool.
But yeah, so I started getting bigger there, but then I decided I should stop because I don't think I'm ever going to do a Russian song. So I kind of slowed that down a bit. But
Well, even if
Yeah,
you
it's
don't do a
just
full production Russian, song, you could always
yeah.
throw a Russian word here and there in, and just give them,
Yeah,
that
I
little
thought
taste.
about it, and then I asked one of my Russian friends what they thought to a few lines, because they have a word, blin, and it's basically it just translates as pancakes,
Ah,
but to them it's like a kid-safe way of saying fuck.
oh,
So if the TV cut off or whatever, and the child's watching it, it'd go blin, right?
ah,
But an adult way of saying it would be blat, right?
blat.
So
Okay.
I was saying like the bar was something like, "I'm sick of being child friendly. They're always watching out for Blin. Um, but now my patience is wearing thin and something else, and it's like, but fuck all that." Blah. And it was just like, I was like, no one's going to catch that, especially not the people that I have regularly reacting. Like, no one's going to catch that. They'll be like, what's he saying? Like, is that a
Right.
bad brap or something?
I would never, because I don't speak any other language but English.
Yeah.
Uh, but we do have an SDR crew member that comes in from Iceland, and
Okay.
he's bringing in these Icelandic acts and showing them to us, and they're full on. I can't understand a word they're saying, but the music is so fucking good, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you could tell that if I spoke that language, they ride the beat. You know what I'm saying? They're
Yeah. Yeah.
perfect in what they do. So shout out to everybody out there, that's making music, no matter what language it's in, because
Yeah, I
even
highly recommend you listening to a Max Kors song. He's a Belarusian guy rapping in Russian.
let me get my pen out.
Um, he's so good, even if you can't understand him. And his gigs, if you watch him live, like they're just insane.
What'd you say it
Like you
was,
can see them all
Max?
on YouTube. Kors, Korzh in our alphabet. He's really
Max.
good.
I'm gonna check that out for sure.
Yeah,
Thank you. See, that's what it's all about, is getting that music out there, man.
yeah, definitely.
Pug Mama in the
And
house.
yeah, he's going to be one of the guys I want to hit up next. I think that'll be amazing, like just a full-on Russian collab with an actual famous Russian singer-songwriter. I think that'll be really, really cool.
Hell yeah. You ever thought about
Because
teaming up with any Australians? Do you know
and
anything about the scene over there?
So there's a guy called Kerwal. I seem to end up talking about him every time I have an interview. He's a very lucky guy. He gets a lot of promo out of me. He's from Australia. He's amazing. I followed him since very, very early in his YouTube career. I can't remember how I got to him. Maybe he DM'd me. I can't remember. But yeah, he's amazing. We talk an awful lot, even on a personal level. But the feature I did for him, which has started most of this, is my favorite feature I've ever done, and it didn't get enough views really. And I tried pushing it, and it didn't seem like many people was going over there, which is a shame because that is a really good song.
Well, then
I
I
ended
guess I
up
got
getting,
something to put on my list then.
yeah,
Because
it's a
Kurtwall
really
does
good
sound
song.
familiar. It does sound very familiar to me.
Yeah, he's getting bigger now, but it's just been very slow for him, and he deserves so much more credit. But so does Jekyll, and Jekyll works so hard and does so much for so many other people.
Facts.
And I don't understand how he's still in the hundreds. Like, it's insane.
Right.
Even
Yeah.
if every person he helped out subscribed to him, he'd be on over 1,000 subs by now.
Yeah. Easy. Easy. You would think it would be done by
Such
now.
a guy.
But I also know that he has a lot of stuff going on in his personal life with moving and getting things set up. So hopefully we can get on that trajectory and get him up past 1,000 here real soon. Jack,
Oh,
sorry.
Pug Mama's turned up.
Yeah, Pug Mama said she had a migraine. I hope you're feeling better, Pug Mama. I hate them shits, man. I am your God's looking at you, bro. Glad to have you, my friend. Jacksonville Joe. Love you, dude.
I am your god. That's a great name.
Ain't it though? Oh, and just by the way, God, I'm your God. That
Yeah.
fucking video you had me look at last night, it got blocked worldwide, and I can't chop that shit out of my video. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. But as soon as I get that thing chopped out of there, I'll have that video back up from last night's stream. We went 6.5 hours last night. It was amazing.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, I missed it all. No, we only been going for 40 minutes, so that's not too bad.
Yeah.
So,
Have I got time to grab a drink? I keep coughing.
yeah, of course, man. Go ahead, take care of that. Absolutely. Yeah, it got blocked on copyright. It was worth it. It was worth it, but nobody could see the whole 6 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, until I can get that thing cut out of there, and I don't know, they're not giving me the option to even get it cut out. I'll figure something out though. But it said it didn't have a copyright, so I don't know why it's blocked. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Had so much fun last night. Yeah, I had a great time last night, man. I didn't get to bed until like, I don't know, sometime after midnight last night, and I was up again this morning like fucking 6:30. Shit was crazy. He said question marks.
Hey guys.
So we were talking before we went on air a little bit about the reaction channel that you had started, and how you haven't, had the time to post reactions. Do you plan on ever getting back to that?
I did, especially during lockdown, but I managed to end up staying that busy that I just didn't get a chance. I got really lucky with the reaction channel because I decided as a New Year's resolution I was going to start doing reactions. And on the first, I was flying, so on the second, decided, right, I'm going to start doing reactions. And then Wiley dissed Stormzy, which is it was really big in the UK. And as I opened YouTube to start my very first reaction, I got a notification there and then saying that this song had been released. I was like, oh, I'll react to this then. And the reaction did really well. And then the next day, as I was signing on to do some recommendations that people had gave me from Instagram, as soon as I logged on, notification come through, Stormzy had replied. So I did a reaction to that. And I ended up being the first reaction to both of the first ones. So then I was like, right, I'm going to have to stay on this.
Yeah.
And I ended up being the first reactor, first reaction on YouTube to every single one of those back and forth between them, apart from one. And that's because I was driving home at the time and I was like, I can't do it right now. I ain't got my setup.
Well, we will be pleased when you do decide to get back on there and have time to do some more reactions, man. Your insight is valuable.
Yeah, I definitely am going to get back to that.
So
did you see my Jekyll reaction to Fuck the VA?
I don't think I did.
Favorite reaction of all time. Well, and because of that reaction, his mum now wants me, apparently. I hope he's still in here, so I get like a dickhead message or something.
Yo, I am your God. Thank you for coming through, man. I know it's really, really early in the morning over there. You take care of yourself, my dude. I appreciate you, dog. That was so funny as hell. Yo,
his song is like really serious. It's about the VA fucking him over when he had an accident or something in the army. And yeah, I was laughing the whole way through the song. I couldn't take it seriously. I laughed so hard, yeah.
Hey, it's always nice to be able to talk shit to something that fucked you over, you know what I'm saying?
When it was uploading, I messaged Jekyll on Instagram. I was like, mate, I am really, really sorry. Please don't hate me. I know this is a serious song, but I have just took the piss throughout the whole thing. And I even labeled it as like idiot reacts to Jekyll. Because you can't say that as a serious thing.
Yeah, Jekyll got some really good songs about service members and the military, so I respect the shit out of that. But nothing's perfect, and things can get fucked up at any given time. So, so when something gets fucked up and you don't agree with it, put it on the motherfucking track.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Pug Mama love that shit. She said I laugh so hard.
Yeah, it's good. But yeah, I will get back to it. But I think if I go back to it, I will likely continue with the idiot reacts rather than doing the serious breakdown stuff, because I had so much fun. Even now, I go back and watch that one video because, like, at the beginning, he says, like, giving stats and stuff about numbers from the VA, like this many people get approved, these many don't, and stuff. And I just ripped into the whole thing, and because half of the terms were in American English as well, so I didn't quite understand them. So I was just picking the song to pieces, but in a funny way. And I feel like that would be fun for everyone else as well.
Absolutely. Even though it's a very serious song, you can still find light in it. I will be watching that, Pug Mama. Don't trip. The funny thing is, when I was making the thumbnail for this interview here, I was going through all your videos and trying to find a good picture that I could use, and then I sent you that. I think it was the KSI diss video.
Oh, Randolph.
Oh, the Randolph. Sorry, the Randolph.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. Absolutely. Where you're in his town, and
Yeah.
that was fire, by the way. and I ended up grabbing an image off of there, but it was kind of low def, kind of fuzzy, and I went through all of your reaction videos trying to find one and you're using that red light, and it makes everything red, your skin and everything. I'm like, that is not going to look right. Yeah. So you sent me the picture of you and Mike, which was awesome, and I was able to get you out there, put you on the red carpet where you belong, my dude.
Yes,
that's what's up, man.
Loved it.
I really liked that one too, man. That was a special thumbnail right there, dude. You got the fucking people in the background showing love. That shit was fire, bro. I have to watch. Yeah, I will definitely be watching that very soon, probably today. Although we got Alan Wayne coming at 3, so got a couple hours. You know how we do it. Oh my God, that shit. My favorite diss, 10K, Jesus.
Yeah, that's what we've just been talking about.
Yeah, he was talking about that just a minute ago.
And you also, Jekyll, missed that I said that your mum has the hots for me, and you told me I'm not allowed near her. Now he's back, he'll comment.
Right. Yo, this is nice, man. So how's life over there, man? You're not in London proper, right? You said you're living up north.
No. Yeah, I'm up north. I'm quite far from London, like. Well, I'm on a little island, so I mean, define far. I mean, it's 150 miles.
Okay.
It's probably like from to the edge of your state, I guess.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
Because it's about 100 miles to San Francisco from where I'm at.
Right. Yeah, so it would be just a bit further, probably to the other side of San Francisco. Then you drive in there.
Okay.
It's about right.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So, what city exactly are you closest to? Nottingham?
Yep.
The motherfucking place, dog. So, is that place got Robin Hood shit all over the place?
Yeah, well, it does. But we have Sherwood Forest, right close to my house, actually.
That's fine.
Is Sherwood Forest. And they have a tree there, and there's just loads of metal poles holding it up because it's so old.
Wow.
Apparently, it's the tree that Robin Hood lived in.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And, so they obviously believe us. They wouldn't spend so much time and money keeping the thing up. But...
Hey, you know what? As a child, man, Robin Hood was probably one of my favorite things,
Yeah.
The whole story, just
Yeah, it's very
amazing.
big around here.
And I think they had a TV show. It wasn't too long ago. What the hell was the name? It wasn't called Robin Hood. It was called something else. Shit, I cannot remember the damn name of it. But it was fire.
Was it the Fox one?
I think so.
Like Fox and I can't remember. Yeah, but there's loads of different ones for Robin Hood.
Yeah, and it's just it's a good story, man. I've always liked it.
Yeah.
You got your friar, you got everybody, the fucking evil motherfucking kings and shit.
Yeah.
Like, shit was fire, man.
Yeah, it's cool.
Arrow, I don't think it was called Arrow. Arrow's that superhero, wasn't it? No.
Yeah.
Something like CW or something. And you're right, Pug Mama. They have the best sourdough bread. San Francisco does. You'll get your fucking.
I just saw Jekyll's reply. No, my mum can't meet you.
He says it's not gonna happen, bro.
It's not gonna happen. We live about 5,000 miles away. I think you're safe.
You're just out of the zone. If you were like 4,500, you might get scared.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Oh man, that's funny.
You should let 10K about your rap. Oh shit, nobody trying to hear that, man. I played that last night.
What's that?
Okay, so I make beats.
You gonna play something?
If you want me to, I will.
I want you to.
All right. I make beats, so I was over here smoking some weed with one of my friends, and we was getting all stoned, and I had just got done making this beat, and for some reason I thought it would be funny to just drop a freestyle. Like, I didn't write anything down.
Yeah.
I just kind of did this freestyle, and it was like totally sexually explicit, just hilarious fucking little like 1 minute thing. And I played it last night, and everybody was laughing their ass off, and that's exactly what should have happened, because it's not serious at all. But yeah, let me pull this up real quick, and we'll get your thoughts on it. A little mini reaction right here.
Okay. You said you had your reactions back. Well, there they are.
Exactly. Oh, here it is. Okay.
It's nasty.
It's very nasty. I'm gonna turn on my MC Sack.
Jekyll, I'm also not allowed to come because of Corona, bro. You'll be there on your own. I was supposed to go into Arizona in April this year. Obviously, can't do that now.
Arizona, man, that'd be nice to have you stateside, bro.
Yeah, it's for a music video at Grand Canyon.
Oh shit, that'd be a nice little location right there, boy.
So Jekyll was gonna come meet me, and he's just saying that his mum's not allowed to come.
Yeah, they're saying like in some places, like if you try to go to New York and you come from California, once you get to New York, you have to quarantine for 2 weeks. You can't go nowhere, and they will check on you. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's the same here. We are allowed to travel around Europe, but you have to quarantine for 14 days afterwards.
Yeah. All right, you ready? You ready for this absolute fire?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Let me know if you can hear it. Yo.
All right. It says
MC
you're sharing.
Sack Juggalo on the mic for the first time ever. Watch and learn how it's done. Freestyle off the dome.
I like this beat though.
Oh, thank you.
What? I got 2 hoes chilling in the back with my motherfucking dick in their ass. Don't you want a motherfucking dick in your pussy hole? Gonna bang you out real good because my dick goes slow. You're fucking. Don't you want this dick? It's going deep inside. Motherfucking open up the pussy, let me hide. My dick and balls, yeah, you know they going deep. I'm gonna fuck you hard, you're gonna fuck me cheap.
Yo, round 1, complete, finished, word. And that was it.
And
Nice, nice. That was awesome.
I appreciate that, man. What do you think I could have done differently?
Absolutely nothing. That was brilliant.
Yo,
Absolutely brilliant.
that's love, though.
Like, I can't explain what it is because it's like it's just different, isn't it? And it's just good. It's like a good different. I love it.
That's me.
Love
I'm
it.
different. I'm super different. You know,
Yeah.
you messing with Sack Juggalo now. No, I'm just kidding. I'll just play. But yeah, I like to get on there and make some beats every once in a while. I'm not good at it at all, but I still got my MIDI keyboard and we fuck with things, you know, trying to get things out there. Because I mainly started doing the beats because I got tired of getting hit with copyright claims. So
Yeah.
I figured I can make up some beats and send them out to everybody and be like, here, you guys want to rap on these, I don't give a shit. And that way I can react to it and not get hit with a copyright claim. That's the only reason I did it.
Yeah, I can see this. The thing is, though, is then all it takes is for one guy to put his song through CD Baby and tick that one box, and then everyone that uses your beat is also getting copyrighted.
Yeah.
And it's just annoying that it works that way. Like, I spend half my time just appealing against these things because I have licenses, but some little knobhead somewhere has gone, no, anyone uses that beat, I get paid for it because I have a license. And it's like, no, you don't. I do too.
Right. Because there's a lot of rentals out there, you know, leases on beats and stuff.
Yeah.
And I figure if, like, let's just say, for instance, you wanted to use one of my beats, I would take it off my channel. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't use it no more. You could just use it for free and have it, you know.
That'd be cool. But that puts a lot of work on you if you grow and you've now got 10,000 listeners. Like, shit, I got 10,000 beats to make this month.
Right. And that's just they take a while because, you know, just like any song, you know, you put some shit down, you're like, nah, I want to change that piece, you know, and then you listen to it again, like, nah, I got to change this piece over here, you know, so it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Yo, Unity had a motherfucking wisdom tooth pulled. Yo, I appreciate you always hanging out, Unity, man. And if you're not feeling good, man, you definitely need to get that rest up, bro. Another dope dude right here making beats, DJ Unity, man. He's doing his thing.
It sounds like a storm's coming, and because I live in the middle of nowhere, my internet might get a bit crappy.
Oh, okay. No worries, man.
If it does, then just know I'm not being rude. I haven't just cut you off. The weather did it.
You're always
I just
100.
randomly heard like thunder, and then the windows are now rattling from rain and stuff. So.
Oh, wow. Well, the mic's not picking up any of that background noise, just to give you a heads up. This is fine.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm using the laptop mic as well.
Oh, man.
So that's insane.
Let me guess. You're Apple, right?
No, definitely not. I hate Apple.
Hey, we got something in common again. That's dope. Yeah, I don't
Let's
fuck
see
with
if I
that.
can show you then, if you can't hear it. I'll show you how remote I am.
Hey, there I am in the window. Wow.
It just feels for miles. I can walk in any direction for an hour and I won't see another person.
That is amazing. Although, I would have to have at least a Taco Bell and a McDonald's somewhere in my front yard. I'd be like, you need to make me a Big Mac.
Well,
bitch.
anything's 15 minutes drive, 10-minute, 15-minute drive, so it's not too bad. But if you're on foot, it'll take you hours to get anywhere.
Okay, 10, 15 minutes. That ain't too bad. Plus, you got all your peace out there. You don't have no sirens and shit. That's fire.
Because you've got all the roads as well are the maximum speed limit. So, like, the maximum speed limit is 70 miles an hour.
Okay.
So all the roads around there are 70. So
Nice.
you can imagine 10, 15 minutes on a 70 road.
I thought
You're
you
gonna
guys
take close
fuck
to
with that
something.
metric, with the metric shit though. You keep saying miles and miles per hour. Is that just for me,
Yeah.
or is that how you guys do it over there?
No, we have miles.
Oh, okay. I thought you guys did like kilometers and shit.
In Europe they do, but not in
Oh.
England.
Oh, okay. Nice.
In England, we take bits of both. It's really confusing to anyone in any other country
I bet.
because we weigh ourselves in stone as well.
Okay, that's from the way back.
Yeah, we still weigh ourselves in stone.
So how much you weigh in stone? Because we ain't gonna get it.
I weigh myself in ages. Like 13 something.
Nice.
Yeah.
And those stones, they weighed a particular amount. I don't know exactly what the.
It's I think it's something like 12 or 14 kilograms. I don't know.
Okay.
All right, let's do it. What do you use? Kilograms?
We use pounds.
Pounds.
Yeah.
All right. So 1 stone in pounds. 14 pounds to a stone.
Oh, okay. So 1 stone, 14 pounds. So you're 13. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You are serious, Stone. Yeah, that's some old school shit. That's back before like cars and shit. That's like some shit from the way back, dog.
Yeah, we still use all that.
That's good.
But I generally weigh myself in kilograms, even though everything here comes in stone. Because when I lived in Austria, I started doing a lot of fitness over there, and everything over there is kilograms. So I just got used to weighing myself that. Okay. So now when I'm back and I weigh myself, I just do it in kg because that's what I'm used to. But the rest of the country, you buy anything here, like scales or anything, it's all stone.
That's cool, man. So like if they're gonna weigh up some fish, they say the fish is so many stone.
Oh no, that'll be done in pounds, I guess.
Oh, okay. And is it true in McDonald's it's not a quarter pounder with cheese, it's a Royale with cheese? Is that something?
No, it's quarter pounder. We used to have quarter pounders.
See, motherfucking they lied to us.
But the Royale with cheese is that in Austria at least.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's more the European countries because we kind of, even though we are Europe, we don't kind of class ourselves as Europe.
Oh, okay.
We're very separate because all of Europe use euros as currency and we still have our pounds.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like we just stay different.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
I think it's because we owned half the world at one point and now we own nothing and we're in debt. So we kind of just want to, just like a little bit, give us a little bit. Show us that we are something.
Because the British Empire gave back South Africa not too long ago.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're right, man. Pulp Fiction. Yeah, that was it. That's what I was trying to think of. Man, my fucking brain is just going shitty.
Pulp Fiction. Isn't that American, though?
What's that?
That's American, isn't it? Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction, yeah. Because in that movie, they were saying over in England, they called the quarter pounder with cheese the Royale with cheese because they didn't. Because they fuck with the metric system. And I always, anytime I try to talk to somebody about that, which isn't very often at all, I try to inquire on these like stupid little topics that I have.
What about height? Because we do it in feet and inches.
That's where we're at, feet and inches.
Yeah.
And if somebody really like I can't speak of like the military or anything like that, but a lot of people will just do it, say like I'm 67 inches tall,
Wow, I don't know it like that.
Yeah, which is it gets crazy because of course there's 12 inches in a foot.
I know it's 2.5 centimeters to an inch, so I could probably work out what that was in centimeters, but I won't get that to feet. I won't be able to do that.
Right. And the only reason I know is because I looked at the tape measure so much doing work and shit.
Yeah.
Tell Zach what a kebab is. Kebabs are good, man.
It's spelled with an... No, you spelled it wrong. It's spelled like this.
Like a meat kebab?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Flight of the Concord. Flight of the Concords. You know about them, right?
Yeah. They don't fly anymore, though.
They don't. No. Not the Concorde jet. It was these dudes from New Zealand. Their band name's called Flight of the Concords, and talk about taking a chick out for a kebab. Like that shit's hilarious.
Yeah.
She said, I knew I spelled it wrong. I knew what you're talking about, though, if we're talking about the
It's
same
basically, imagine a girl that's had sex with about 200 men in a month. It's
Oh,
what a
no.
pussy looks like.
Oh, my goodness. That thing has been destroyed. It is different from what we know as a kebab, however you spell it. Okay, yeah, that I wouldn't want to meet that vagina.
So let me show you what a kebab is, and you'll know what I mean. Oh, this one's perfect 'cause it's even got a bit of mayo on it. So imagine it like in this way.
Oh, okay. It turned it sideways.
Yeah, that's a kebab.
Yeah, and that
Yeah,
looks
like just so you get my reference.
that kind of
Yeah,
looks
that's
like
what- look at
some
me.
Greek food.
Yeah, it's Greek. Yeah, well, or Turkish, depends if you want to start a war or not.
Oh, yeah, we ain't trying to do that over here.
Yeah, they literally Turkish people will say they invented it, and Greek people will say they invented it, and the discussions are so heated.
Over some
All I've
food.
learned from it is if you get one in Greece, it has yogurt on it, and if you get one from Turkey, it tends to have like a chili on it.
Okay, that's pretty
It's
good.
basically the same with different sauce.
Okay, I can fuck with both of those, man. Tell you the truth. So,
Yeah.
how was it living in Austria? Was it different from where you live here? Or...
Strangely, the best thing about Austria was that in England kebabs are made from lamb. In Austria, they're made from beef, and I thought, all right, that's interesting. So it changed that. That was pretty good for me. The one thing I couldn't get used to was nudity. Over there, they do not care about nudity. Like if you go to like a swimming pool or like any sort of like place where you need to get changed, it's all like everyone's just in one room.
Wow, there's no
No
men's,
cubicles,
there's no
things
women.
like that. Like it's nothing.
Wow.
And like, and in England, I don't know. I guess it's the same in America, where like it's very strict. No, men go in that one, women go in that one.
Yeah.
You do not come in. That's against all codes possible.
Right.
Yeah, and then like you'd go and like sit in a beer garden, and some woman would decide that she wants to sunbathe in the beer garden or something, because they're all quite open by like lakes and rivers, and she'll just get her tits out and lay there while we're all drinking, and no one's paying any attention. I'm just sat there like,
You're like, y'all don't
is
see them
nobody gonna say
titties?
anything? Yeah. Like, look, guys, and everyone's like, yeah, and they're a pair of tits. What's wrong with you? I'm like,
Yo, that's exactly how I would react too, though. I'd be like,
yeah.
all right,
Crazy
so I'm
different.
done doing everything I was just doing. Damn,
Yeah.
titties done came out. Fuck.
Yeah, but it's all right when it's a nice girl, but it also happens with like 18, 90-year-old women, and that changes how you feel about the situation.
Look like a pair of socks with some rocks in it. Like, what are you doing? Grandma, put your shirt back on.
But the thing is, they don't stop there though. They don't stop there. If it's really hot day, 'cause it gets up to like 40 to 45 degrees Celsius. We do Celsius here.
Okay.
I know you guys do the other one,
Degrees.
don't you?
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So when it gets like 40 Celsius, then they're like, yeah, then everything's off. And it's like, I
They be
just
walking
can't
around
deal
with no
it.
bottoms on too, just
Yeah.
dicks and pussies hanging out, no problem.
No, the guys don't do it.
Oh, for real? Well, that's
Yeah.
good. That's good. I don't want to see a bunch of
Yeah.
dicks.
But yeah, it's very strange. Very
Wow.
strange.
My mama said, old titties, yikes.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Oh dear.
Yo, that's amazing though. Like on TV, in commercials, do they just have nudity and shit like that?
Yeah, well, even on the radio in the daytime, they have swearing all the time.
Oh, really?
It don't stop anything. But I think it's more that English is not their first language.
Right.
Like, because if in Austria, for example, they'll play the Eminem songs, but it won't be a radio edit. It will be like the full-on Eminem song.
Okay.
And so you'll be walking through like a supermarket, and you've just got like, "Bitch, I'm gonna kill you. You don't want to fuck with me." And I'm like, "Hey, what?
Wow.
This kid? I'm literally in the toy aisle. This kid's here."
That's insane, man. Yo.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah, that was a
shit.
bit strange as well.
That would be definitely something to get used to. Because usually they don't even be
Crazy.
playing words anymore in the supermarket. They just got like instrumentals going, like elevator music. And they don't even be fucking with words no more around this bitch.
Yeah, it's mad.
He said, 10K, you're going to be a guest host on episode 2 of Jekyll Rants when we cover the topic you suggested.
What? Let me read
Jekyll. There's a
that. Are you going to be a guest host on episode of... No. No, I'm not.
No. Look at that.
No.
That's firm right there.
Definitely not.
There's a big
No.
beach and little beach, one of them.
You know when you have one of them conversations in private and you're just happy that it's only you two involved?
Facts.
And you're like, if it was even on a park bench, there'd be some sort of fight going off right now. Like, it was one of those conversations. So no, I'm not going to talk about that publicly, and definitely not under my artist name.
He said, we're not letting that one touch the light of day. Jekyll's over there laughing his ass off. Fuck, you got me rolling. I'm totally going to do it, he says. Yo, does anybody got a question for 10K? Other than you going to be on my show?
That's it. They're just stealing your host now. Huh? Stealing your guests.
Do it. Fuck, mom wants to
The
see
big
it.
beach and the little beach. What?
She said there was yeah.
Oh, okay.
don't
Come on,
know if I
10K.
If I
What
did,
does she want me to do? She just talked about nude beaches and I said, come on, 10K. Have I got to get naked? Am I doing a striptease or something?
hey, as long as I
You
can
don't want
cover
that.
up that square right there.
You don't want it, trust me. Oh, I'm totally going to do it. Oh, well, I'm not. Sorry. Do it.
Did you talk about how you met DJ?
Oh, we
Ironic?
talk about so much when you didn't turn up. Sorry.
You know you got to hit that rewind button now.
Yeah. Are you posting this?
The interview, yes. I've got.
Does that include the last bit where we're talking about weight and heights and measurements around it and stuff? Or
yeah, everything gets put on the channel.
fair enough.
And nothing gets edited out of any of my videos. So
Fair
what it is what it is, and like
Yeah, that's cool.
I would rather like you see a lot of videos that people are chopping up, their videos and putting in the words, which I don't have a problem with so much. Is that I just want people to know, like, here's what you're getting from Sack Juggalo. It's going to be a constant shot, and there ain't going to be no edits out of it.
That's awesome.
Yes, sir. We stay 100 real around here. You are changing subjects, she says. Thanks, asshole.
Yeah.
Look at that love. That's love.
Yeah.
Seth says, fuck it. Legend of the Beard. Yo, that's what's up. And look at this. You see this dent in my beard right here? That's from COVID mask. Fuckers. Making me wear it at fucking work, so it's denting my beard. And I'm like, man, I'm tired of this beard dent shit.
Oh, no.
Don't mess with the beard. He said, i.e. edit. No edits. I don't think I edit my reactions, but never take out things I say that I shouldn't have. Yeah, because I just did a Krept and Conan Daily Duppy where they were sitting in the thrones. You still with us?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. And the dude who shot
Sorry,
that...
my internet's going because of the storm.
No worries, man. I'll try and get this out quick. The Krept and Conan Daily Duppy. I just did a reaction to that,
Yeah.
and the dude during Conan's shit was like bouncing the fucking camera, and I got so mad, dude. I was like, I'm trying not to get mad, and I was like, "Fuck you, dude! You are fucking fired!" I was going off, bro. I didn't take
I'm gonna
any
have
of
to
that
watch
shit
that
out.
after this.
And nobody commented, was like, "Bro, you fucking went off." Like, whatever. I was going to take it out, but I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I can't take this out, man. If I start editing my videos, it ain't the real me, you know?
Oh, dear.
She said, which one? It was Krypton Conan, Daily Duppy. It was actually the last video I uploaded. But which it was fire, don't get me wrong. It was just that cameraman was pissing me off with the... I don't know why he was doing it. I was like, what, did you have a fucking seizure? What are you doing? Like, yo,
we're gonna have to wrap this up because I've had another notification now saying my connection's unstable, and I don't want to just randomly cut off or have a really bad freeze frame on your channel.
Oh, no worries, man. Do you want to shout anybody out before we take off?
Just Pug Mama and Jekyll, because they've been here throughout the whole thing. Well, Jekyll's been here throughout the whole thing. Pug Mama turned up a bit later, but Pug Mama does a lot for me.
Pug Mama is the promoter. She gets shit done.
He is. I told her, I've promised her I'm going to make her some T-shirts that say "Pug Mama made me do it."
Yes.
And then she can sell them to pay for all the donations she does to get her artists heard.
That's what's up. That's fire.
Because loads of reaction channels would definitely wear a "Pug Mama made me do it" T-shirt.
Oh yeah, that's facts. I know I'll be wearing one. That's for damn sure.
Exactly. All right, this has been brilliant. Thank you very much for having me.
Yo, Tin, man, I appreciate you fucking and your time, bro, for coming through and hanging out, answering a few, questions, and having just a really great conversation. You a real one, dude. I appreciate you.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, we'll do this again sometime, hopefully in the near future. If you got any big drops you want,
definitely.
Let me know, man.
Anytime you want me, I'm free.
Appreciate you, dog. You take care of yourself over there, man. We'll see you later.
And you. Cheers, bye.
All right, peace. All right, folks. That was the man, 10K. I appreciate that dude for coming through, man. He's a real one, and he's just making some great moves in the music industry. So, again, thank you to 10K for coming through and just giving a little bit of your time to us and really being able to jump behind some of the music stuff and hang out with you for a little bit. Much love, 10K. Yes, absolutely. And I also want to thank everybody that came out to watch this, man. We got 9 people in here right now, and that's amazing. I also want to thank out Lexi Knowles for her donations. That was amazing. I thank you so much, Lexi. I know you're probably not in here anymore, but it is always a blessing to have you in here. And the rest of the SJR crew. That ain't no lie. And I want to make sure DJ Unity okay, because he came in, said some things. Hopefully you're getting some rest, man. And I know that tooth pain shit ain't no joke, dude. That's real. Guess what we got coming up next, though? We got Alan Wayne, the Prodigy, coming next. It's going to be about an hour and a half from now at 3 p.m. Pacific. So come on through and get your questions ready. If you don't know who that is, Alan Wayne, the Prodigy, Pradagy is spelt. Go check out some of his music before you come through, and it's going to fucking pop your nugget. You're going to be like, this dude is fucking fire, man. So again, thank you for everyone coming out. I really don't want to leave, but I've got to go. Nah, I love to push underground, Pug. Hell yeah. I already got some in that chamber. That's what's up. That is what's up. Any drops, Jekyll, or just 10K? Yeah. Yo, love you, man. Love you, Jekyll. Take care of yourself, man. Pug Mama, love you. You guys be good, and I'll hopefully see you guys in the next hour and a half with my dude, Alan Wayne, the Prodigy, coming through. Get ready, because that's going to be fire. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I will be here. Much love to all of you, and we'll see you soon. Peace.